Good day, traders. This is Jason here. We're going to look at some more trade setups and stuff. Anyway, I just thought I would flash this in here. Okay, this is a demo. See right here, Simulator 101. It's a demo, okay? But it doesn't matter that it's a demo. What the main thing, what you need to know is you need to be, in order to make money in the markets, make points, whatever you want to call it, you need to be on the right side of the trade at the right time. It's all about timing, okay? And I just want to show you that. And yeah, it's not that I just took like a, like luckily made this money here, and took a picture of it or just plopped it here on my chart. See, it moves. It's part of the platform, Ninja Trader. Okay, here is what I made today, and yesterday I made 1,500 and something. Okay, but it's all demo money. Okay, but I knew I was on the right side at the right time, and that's why I did these trades, and that's why I made the profit. Okay, there's more to it than you think. There's so many things running through a trader's mind when they're going to do the trade. And if you're doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, you're going to lose. Okay? If you're doing the right thing at the right time, you're going to, you have a better probability of winning and making profits. Okay? So anyway, as I told you before, here's the profit I made today, 2,752. Yesterday it was 1,500 and something. Okay? What you need to do is, like I said, you need to trade at the right time. Sorry, sometimes I may stall or stutter or whatever. I've went through a stroke. I'm still healing. It takes years to heal up after a stroke. So I'm lucky I can still talk, because then I can share my knowledge with you. I've been trading for 25 freaking years, okay? And I want you guys to succeed. That's why I've done this channel for, geez, what year did I start doing this? It was 2010 or 2011, I think it was. 2011, I think it was. I started doing this channel. That's like 14 years ago. Okay, but I've been trading since 2001. I even know the month, May. It's also good for my brain to try and remember things from the past and plop them in my brain, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? And yeah, so that's another reason why I do this video, to try and, how'd you say, put a spark underneath my memory and say, hey, memory, let's work, let's do this, okay? And that's why, another reason why I do this. So anyway, what I mean by trading on the right side at the right time, well, the right side is being long when you're supposed to be long, or being short when you're supposed to be short. But if you try to be long when you're supposed to be short, or short when you're supposed to be long, you're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose your money, okay? This is why, listen very carefully now, I'm gonna spread this open, okay? This is why on the opening right here, see 930 right here, okay? They slammed it down and then they took it up. I always say, hey, it's not the best time to trade just on the open. It's better to wait a few minutes and see where are they really going to take the price. Are they going to take it up, or are they going to take it down? In this particular situation, even though there was not divergence down here, okay, the low and lower low, there's not divergence because this dip is deeper than this dip. If it was the opposite and we had the small dip on this side and the bigger one on this side, it would be okay, okay? But it's not. So there was no divergence in here, okay? Because this lower low here is, we want it to be less than the left side, okay? We want it to be less here on the left side, but it's not. It's bigger. So therefore, it's not divergence. So we wait for the setup. And the setup is, see this big spike up? I would wait for a retracement and jump in. I would jump in somewhere in here. So let me just put an arrow on here so you know what I'm saying. So why would we do a trade in here? Because, well, first, because it just rallied up a big, long candle. We'd wait for it to come back and retrace a little bit and then buy it. And when we buy it, we'll only trade long. Do you know why we'll only be a buyer? Because the 5 is above the 7. And when the 5 is above the 7, we only do buy trades, okay? When the 5 is below the 7, we only do sell trades, okay? Just so you understand how I trade and what I use and how I use all my indicators. And my indicators are 2 moving averages. One is the 5 EMA, okay? And the other one is the 7 EMA displacement 1 on NinjaTrader, okay? On MetaTrader, it's, I can't remember now. One is a 1, and the other one is just none. Or, I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry. But anyway, so when the 5 is above the 7, we look for buy trades. And then when the 5 is below the 7, like over here, we look for sell trades. Now, let me show you something here. So we have basically a high and higher highs, okay? Just like that. See, we actually did have a crossover here, so this would have been a sell fake, and it would have faked you out, and then they took it back up. So they're playing their little, oh, let's get everybody to sell here, and we'll take it up. Let's get everybody to buy up here, then we'll take it down. That's what they do. They're always trying to trick you. They're always trying to trick us into doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, okay? So we had a new higher highs right into here, okay? And on the OSMA, okay, like this, boom. So our sell trade was in here. Our sell entry was exactly right here on the opening of this, not the opening is up here. But somewhere in here we would have looked to sell. If you were a seller, down it went. You would have made money, see? And then we had hidden divergence, okay? Over here. And the hidden divergence is right. It's right here. On the opening of this candle right here, okay? So why were we a seller only? Because, and why is the arrow pointing down? Let me show you. Because we had divergence. We had divergence right here to up here, okay? And we had the other part of the divergence on here, okay? This is the divergence. It's also known as a what? Hello, do you know the answer? A bear flag. That is a bear flag. Up here is higher highs, and here is the, the opposite on the OSMA. It's a sell trade, and you only sell because the 5 is below the 7, okay? You only sell here again because the 5 is below the 7, okay? The 5 is the white dashed line. The 7 EMA is the pink line, okay? So anyway, and down it went. How much did it go down? It went down a total of, right there, 46 points, okay? How much did it come down from up here? The trade was right here. right there. Oh, can't see that too well. There we go. There we go. 39 points. Okay. So there's our trades from today. Right there. But like I said, it is critical. You can only look for buy trades when the 5 is above the 7. You can buy any dip, take it up, okay? And your best trade is always when the 5 just crosses up above the 7 is when you're good, is your best time to do a trade, to be the buyer right in here, okay? To be the seller, the best trade is when you get in close to when the 5 crosses below the 7, okay? And you can only sell because the 5 is below the 7. And when you see a gap space between the 5 and the 7, right here, okay, that is another indication to be a seller, okay? Just like over here, do you see how it follows each other? Like it looks like a highway going up, right? Because you can only be a buyer when the 5 is above the 7. Below the 7, above the 7. See what I mean? I wanted to explain that all to you because I want you guys to win. And this is what you do. You have the 2 moving averages on your chart, and you have your OSMA on the chart, and you try and follow what I'm saying here. If you're always going to be on the right side of the trade at the right time, your probabilities of winning will increase dramatically, okay? And that's just the way she goes. Always be a buyer when the 5 is above the 7. Always be a seller when the 5 is below the 7. Okay? Those very critical points that I just pointed out to you guys, if you use them, you got to trust me. Your increase rate, your win rate will increase dramatically because you're doing the right thing at the right time. There's so many... How would we call these traders? Opposite? I don't know what you'd call them. I would call them against the trend traders. See? Not only am I showing you how to be on the right side with the trend, okay, the current trend, and I mean the near-term trend, okay? See right here is the near term. We just crossed up. That's the near term. We would have been a buyer. It just crossed down right here, the 5 below the 7. We would be a seller. That would be the near term trade to do to be on the right side because you're trading with the trend. So not only are you on the right side at the right time, you're trading with the and you're trading with the trend. You're doing it all in sequence and accordance to each other. This is what this is what you got to follow to be successful. See, that's why I come here well, not every day lately, but every other day or whatever, and I show you profits in here like this. Even though they're not real and they're from a demo, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, I'm showing you the proof. If you do the right thing at the right time, you're gonna be successful. If you're gonna do the wrong thing and you're gonna lose. You're gonna be one of these counter trend traders that they see something, oh, it rallies up. Oh, I got to be a seller now. Look, it rallied up all this way. There's no way it's going to come down now. It's probably going to keep going. And they buy up here at the top and it comes down. You got to do it at the right time when the moving averages just cross each other. See, like right here, down in here, you'd be a buyer. It had continuation because the 5, hold on, there we go. The 5 just crossed up over the 7. That's why you had a higher probability of a winning trade because you're doing the right thing, the right time with the trend. Don't be a counter trend trader. Don't say, oh, it just rallied up. It's got to sell off now. It's too, what do they say again? It's too, extended, or I can't think of the word right now, but oh, it's overbought. Oh, I can't buy now. You know, I gotta sell, and they sell, and it doesn't work out for them, right? And the opposite too. They buy when there should be selling, and they're selling when they should be buying. A lot of traders. They're counter trend traders. I'll tell you the reasons. Sorry about my language there. One. Fuck, come out, you fuckers! Fucking words won't come out of my brain. Jesus Christ. Anyway, there is so many counter trend traders that trade and they lose their fucking ass because they're not trading with the trend and they're not doing it at the right time. That's why they lose. That's why you will lose. You got to know by studying the charts when to enter the trade, not just guessing, you know? Like, there's so many traders too that they'll. I don't even know what to say. I said so much. I'm trying to teach you everything that comes out of my brain when I start looking at a chart and I go, what the fuck are they doing? Where's it going? What's it doing right now? There's all these things that you gotta be able to recognize just watching the chart. If you don't think about your trades and do what you believe is the right thing at the right time, you're going to be in trouble and you're going to lose. And there's so many traders who get into trades and it goes against them because they buy or they sell at the wrong fucking time. Okay? This is why when I put this arrow over here, if it was me trading this, I would never jump in long just after it did a big, huge fucking candle up right here from down here to up here. You know, how many points is that? From down here to up here. See? That's 34 points or 340, whatever the fuck it is. It's because you can't do that. You got to wait for a pullback in the trend, okay? And this was the pullback right here and right here. You would have got long, and boom, it went up here. If you would have got long right up here at the tip of this candle, well, it would have went down on you. You would have fucking freaked out. You would have went, oh my God, it's going down, and I'm long, and it's going down. Oh my God. You gotta pick and choose the right times to get in the trade, okay? You got to buy dips when the price is going up, and you got to sell rallies when the price is going down. But you got to do it at the right time, man. Do the right thing at the right time, or you're going to lose money. Anyway, I hope I hammered some points here to home. And I hope it's sticking with you and it's going to stay in your brain. Just save this video and listen to it over and over and over again until you get it and you understand it and you know what to do at the right time and not the wrong thing. You got to do the right thing at the right time, not the wrong thing at the wrong time, because then you're going to lose, okay? So anyway, I blabbered enough for today. I hope you enjoyed my analysis and how I trade. I assure you, if you listen to what I'm saying to you, you will become a better trader. Don't try and say, "Oh, I'm gonna sell now. It's overbought," and it could keep going up. Okay? Or don't say, "Oh, it's oversold. I'm gonna sell now," you know, or whatever. You gotta do the right thing at the right time. You gotta have something telling you, "Oh, I can only be a buyer. Oh, I can only be a seller." Like over here, the 5's above the 7. You can only be a buyer, but you gotta buy in at the right place at the right time. Okay, like after a pullback in the trend. Okay, over here, oh, I can only be a seller because the 5's below the 7, but you got to get in the trade at the right time, because if you don't, it'll go against you. You'll freak out. You'll think you're going to lose all this money, and then it'll probably go in your direction after all. you know? So there's so much to think about. I know it's just something that's going up and something that's going down, and there's a couple simple, stupid moving averages on the chart, and you think to yourself, well, that doesn't look too complicated. Yeah, well, when you put real money behind it, and you know your fear of loss is running through your fucking head, that's what fucks you. That's what fucks all traders, is the fear of loss causes them to close the trade when they're in a loss, a floating loss, and they wonder why they lost. That's why. You see all these emotions that I'm talking about? It's all about emotions. So this is why you gotta like honestly, just seriously, take some time off of trading, take off a week, take off a couple of weeks, and just look at the price and study the charts and listen to what I'm telling you about how to be on the right side at the right time to do the right trade. And if you do that, trust me, you will become a better trader. And that's my goal here and why I teach people what I know from trading so fucking long. And believe me, I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars trading, and I've also made hundreds of thousands. So take it from me, don't take it from me. Hey, it's up to you. But I'm telling you, after you trade for 25 years, you'll know all this stuff as well. Okay. So anyway, once again, my name is Jason. I am a Canadian trader and have been a Canadian trader for 25 years. Thank you for listening. Good luck and good trading.